this guy talking to me?
Here you go. Vulcan Mocha Extra Sweet.
Hey, thanks, man. What, some sort of caffeinated beverage? Thanks?
Oh, today's the big day, huh?
What?
You know, the meeting. The new ship you're designing. And don't forget, you promised to bring me a model.
Yeah, I got a meeting, but I'm gonna assume that your name is Cosimo, if that's the name of your cafe here.
You're not playing some kind of a prank on your old pal Cosimo, are you? What are you doing back so early?
I took the Binars to Taco Bell. Not feeling the greatest today.
Oh, you don't look sick to me. Coming home for a little visit with Libby, are we? To be young. Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
Oh, yeah, I'm not Harry Kim.
Yes. There were many mornings I woke up, I said the same thing to myself when I...
Believe it or not, pal, not everyone that looks like Harry Kim is Harry Kim. We call that racism, pal.
Harry, don't look so concerned. Everything's going to work out. You have a wonderful job, a beautiful fiancée. Everything's going to be fine. Trust me.
Space. The final frontier. Star Trek really freaks me out and stuff.
Oh, hello, Starfleet Academy Dropout. My name's Adam, and...
I like Star Trek.
Hey, so for the whole month of September, we're gonna talk about Harry Kim. So there's a 4-part series on Harry Kim, or at least my favorite Harry Kim episodes. So this week I watched Non Sequitur from Star Trek Voyager, Season 2, Episode 5. And it's a really good episode. I'll go ahead and try and recap it in less than 60 seconds. Start that timer. So the episode opens up with Harry Kim in a shuttlecraft, and then you audibly hear it going down, and then he wakes up in San Francisco. Harry doesn't believe that he's actually back on Earth, so he's trying to feel out every situation, trying to figure out what's going on. Eventually, he finds out that there's some sort of spatial accident, and so he rounds up Tom Paris, steals a runabout, and then finds his way back to the Voyager.
Have there been any temporal anomalies in the space-time continuum reported in the last 48 hours?
Negative.
For those who don't know, I am Korean, and Harry Kim, my third favorite Star Trek character, right behind Sulu and Worf. Because, gotta have 2 Asians on that list because of Asian representation. Give me a break. The show came out. I was like 10 years old. And I'm like, this is the best show ever because this guy looks like me. He plays the clarinet like me. He likes brunettes and he likes holodeck adventures with his boys. Like, that's me. Yeah, this guy.
Hey, Harry, you ready to go?
This episode is one of my favorites. It's like an awesome standalone episode, but it doesn't really do much to push the plot forward, but then again, it's from season 2, early season 2, so I feel like the whole plot line hasn't really been fleshed out yet. But Non Sequitur, this episode feels very Twilight Zone meets, I don't know, Quantum Leap. Hey CBS, can we get a new Quantum Leap show starring Harry Kim and Cosimo? So Harry Kim will be Sam Beckett, and for the part of Al will be played by Cosimo. It'll be fun. At least I think it'll be fun. I'd watch the fuck out of it. Come on, make it.
Is there a problem, Ensign?
I really like how this episode is paced. It feels like a whodunit, like sort of a mystery. Like, is this a reality or is this just like a perceived reality? Is it a holodeck program or is he on some sort of alien spaceship and they're playing with his memories? Who knows? Eventually, Cosimo comes around and tells him, hey man, so you were in an accident and we tried to save you, and now it's my job to watch over you and make sure you get acquainted and like this new world we created for you. He even tries to sell it to him like, hey man, you got a good job, you get to work on spaceships, And you got a hot fiance. What could be better? And you got a badass loft apartment in downtown San Francisco. This is San Francisco in like 300 years. It's not the shithole that San Francisco is currently. Sorry, San Francisco. I live in Phoenix now, and I guess it's not any better. It's just hotter here. At least you guys got the ocean. That sweet-ass fog. Oh, and speaking of San Francisco, so this whole episode takes place in San Francisco, even though it's... Although you can tell it's shot in like a CBS backlot in Studio City. It's clearly just a backdrop fixture. Not really San Francisco. There's not enough Asians. What the fuck? Like, is everybody in the show, like, white? Except for Harry? Like, this is weird. What the heck, San Francisco? Maybe all Asians are like, yeah, we're going other places. We going north to Seattle. Or South LA. Hopefully LA and Seattle are still around and still thriving in the 24th century.
I'm actually glad you asked that question, sir.
My personal favorite part of this episode, besides Libby, is Cosimo. That character is awesome. I really wish that they do more with this character. I mean, even in like newer Star Trek, there were the Watchers. I guess the Watchers, it feels more like Marvel Comics, but I guess the best way to put it, an Overseer. Overseer, that sounds like KRS-One. What should I call them? Yeah, I guess they're Watchers, and they just watch over the timeline. And I feel like we got to see that in Picard with two different characters, including Guinan. But can Cosimo come back? I think the actor's still alive. Like, bring him back for Picard Season 3, or throw him into Strange New Worlds. Come on, do something with that character. He's awesome. I love Cosimo's explanation. He said there's a temporal inversion in the space-time matrix, and you flew your shuttle into it and it exploded, and now you're here with us. After hearing this, Harry's like, alright, well, I gotta find a pilot. Looks up in a Federation database that, oh, look at this, my boy Tom Paris is here on Earth. Scoots on over to Sandrine's. Talks Paris into it. Paris was looking very disheveled. Possibly a little drunk and just not on board initially. Harry gives him like the old friendship speech. And well, Paris helps him out, helps him get home. He's a good guy, Tom Paris. But I like this episode because I get a little bit of Harry Kim's backstory. My biggest takeaway from this episode is, well, besides Harry Kim's thick girlfriend. What's up, Harry? If I was given the choice of living back on Earth, punching the clock, working a 9 to 5, or being lost in space with my boys, what would you choose? I choose space. Why would you want to work a 9 to 5 and come home to your naggy girlfriend when you could be out in space, gallivanting with Tom Paris, going on awesome missions? That's a shout out to the dad fights. And just having a good time. I mean, I choose Voyager. I choose adventure. What would you choose? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Are you guys ready for your Klingon lesson for the week?
How to speak.
Because I was inspired by the episode, and especially by Harry's girlfriend, Libby, I'm gonna teach you how to say thick. As in, damn, Harry, she thick. And to say that in Klingon, it's Jud. Jud. Ooh, Harry, she Jud. Well, I hope you guys had fun today. Maybe learned something. Probably not. If you're looking for a goofy podcast to help you pass the time, I'd encourage you to check out The Dad Fights. It's a show I do with my best friend Jeremy where we take two television dads, or movie dads, or just movie and TV characters, and make them fight for fun in the theater of the mind. It's a turn-based RPG-inspired podcast where we make television patriarchs fight for fun. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts. And if you'd like to start a podcast for yourself, use Buzzsprout. They're awesome. I use it, and they're great. There's a link in the description below. And if you sign up today, you can get a $20 Amazon gift card, and you can use that to get whatever you like. Like maybe an EMH action figure. And that's what I get with my $20 Amazon gift card. Well, to close this thing out, let's hear a metal band. One from Korea. The band is called Vaseline, or Vaseline. It's Vaseline. It's from their 2008 album entitled Permanence. The song is New World Awaits. Thanks for listening, guys, and have a good week.